everyone. Today is a special day for me as this is the day when I started my channel. Since then I've only gathered 400 subscribers, but I think that's because I wasn't uploading much. So from now on, I'll try and upload consistently and frequently. So thank you all who have been supporting me since the start. And now let's talk about the puzzle. So this puzzle, I really couldn't name it because I can't come up with good names, as you can see that in the past. So I'd love if you could suggest some names in the comment section down below, and I'll choose one that I like. This puzzle uses the most intricate and complex mechanism you'll ever see in a Lego puzzle, at least as a 6x6 space. So like always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stick around till the end to see the solution. Let's move on to the tutorial. Enjoy building. During this tutorial, I'll only be explaining the parts that need some explanation, and for the rest, just follow along. Let's start. You can replace this plate with a normal 2x2. Here I've taken a Technic pin with a stud on one side, and I'll insert it over here and place the headlight brick right there. Now it's important to use these transparent bricks here, as these don't have an undertube and they can slide. Instead of this one, you can use a regular 2x1 white brick. Now these two tiles should be different 1x1 tiles, not a single 2x1 tile, as this and this part are different. And the same applies for these 2x1 plates. Now let's start making the second puzzle, which will be placed inside the first puzzle, which is obviously a smaller one than the other. Now we'll be using some Technic pieces to create a part of the mini puzzle. Make sure the stud is a circular one. Then I'll just remove this piece for a second, place this in place, connecting it to this 1x1. Then I'll take this ball bearing, and if you don't have a ball bearing, you can just make one by making a small ball out of tin foil or anything that would fit in a Technic hole like this one would just work fine. So what I'll do is break this part of the puzzle for a second, place this ball bearing in that hole and get it back together. And the mini puzzle is done. Let's take the main module and place it inside in this cavity. Make sure that pin goes inside this technic brick. If you want, you can substitute this jumper plate with a plate like this, a regular 2x1. Then this is a 6 stud long axle, as you can see, and I insert it through this axle hole all the way in, flush with this brick, and make sure that it's visible on the other side. Now let's make the key. Then I'll place this in that spot. Like that, and make sure don't push it all the way in, as then the puzzle won't work. Just make sure that empty space is there, and let's move on. Press all the pieces tightly so that they're all put together nice and tight. This piece is not fixed in position, but we'll just do that the next part. Now here what I'm doing is inserting the pin side of this part inside this round brick. Then place this tile in that gap and the puzzle is ready. But I forgot to place the part, so I'm just gonna do that. Break it apart like that. Then I'll place this. And by the way, if you don't have this kind of a part, you can use a normal 2x1 technic beam which has an axle hole on either side. I'll place that there and then get the puzzle back together. And it's done. So that's how it looks. And at last I'm gonna take these two parts, join them together like this, and then place it on that stud sticking out. And the puzzle is ready. Now just before moving on to the solution, I'd love if you could try solving it on your own and letting me know if you were able to solve it or not in the comment section below. Now let's solve this puzzle box. So the first step for the solution is going to be pushing this piece in, which will pop up that little tile on the top. Pull that out and it's a tool. I'm going to use it to push that red axle from this side and pull it out from the other. Then keep it aside for now and pull this key out. And we don't need that key anymore, so you can keep it away. Then I'm going to slide this whole piece towards the left and insert that in that hole, aligning the cross vertically and just pushing that in until you feel a little bit of more resistance. Let's get that in that much. Then I'm going to take this piece from the outside. It's pretty loose right there, so it's obvious that it's a tool. Attach it to the axle and then rotate. As I do that, the mini puzzle box comes out. Now let's solve this one. I'm going to push this tile towards that side. And by the way, you can also do this if facing a difficulty. Then push this one to this side and rotate this one here. And the ball bearing comes out. And there you go, the puzzle is solved. I hope you liked it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye.